In yesteryear, the age of fear, upon a Grecian beach, where ice-blue waves would rape the shore beyond Poseidon's reach. A rock-encrusted alcove dry protects an elder man who lost his age 10 years ago, like seashells in the sand. But knows he that his body rots and barely holds his bones, and know he that his life will end embittered and alone. His memories are as sand grains slipping through his withered fingers. But in his wispy crown of white, a single vision lingers, of turbulence and treachery and monumental strife, of treasure sought, but all for naught, he relinquished his life. And now a prisoner of the beach and laughing sea and sky, the man forgets another year and prays to God he'll die. The man's no longer Samuel Seth, the man he used to be. A strong and regal prominent of romance and the sea, who crossed the ocean several times in treasure-seeking ships, and tasted gold and tales untold on many ruby lips. And battled monster man and god, and beat them all to death. There was no braver fighting man than Captain Samuel Seth. Now in the wastelands west of Sparta, Samuel heard a tale of bounty so extraordinary, emperors regale. Their kingly friends and monarch men of treasure worth so much, that for it even Midas would have sacrificed his touch. And for it Samuel Seth was willing to do more, so upon hearing destination Samuel set to war. A crew of leather iron men, of cutthroats, cheats, and thieves, assembled in an afternoon while crunching through the leaves of western wasteland Sparta on the way to Island Port, from where the crew would launch their boat and seek out, find, and sort a treasure neither once explained nor quantified or proven, but for its legend and allure worth sailing into ruin. The crew was to be paid a fee, a portion of what found, and sail the ship and anchor it, and escort Seth aground. For on the distant Grecian rock the treasure may have lied. The rumors held vast ships had crashed, and many men had died. And sea monsters with tentacles patrolled the rolling waves, and all who ever ventured there now rest in watery graves. So Samuel's crew was nervous as they set sail toward the sun, and Samuel Seth did something that before he'd never done. He drew his sword and knelt upon the sturdy wooden planks, and for the sun and wind and sea he gave to God his thanks, and blessed him for the treasures that he hoped he would provide, and thanked him for the years of life he'd already survived. But while kneeling at the bow, immersed in his own head, he heard a sailor's frightened cry, "There's something up ahead!" Another voice was quick to cheer, "There's something at her back!" Then lightning flashed and thunder roared, and everything went black. The ocean boiled, churned and belched, and tossed the boat about. A bolt of madness ripped the sky into a pouring spout. The rain was cold and hard and fast and beating on the crew, who looked from frightened face to tell them what to do. "Take heed and man the cannons," was what Captain Seth did cry, and whirling with bravado added, "What a day to die!" A slimy, whipping tentacle came thrashing to the mast. Samuel Seth's blade hacked it off, and blood gushed from the gas. The boat was tossed and hurled and rocked, and several tumbled off. And screaming scrambled for the side as consumed by the froth. The sea monster had brought the storm and thrown the treasure ship. And gnashed the sailors with its fangs and licked its blistered lips. But now it circled underneath the rocking wooden bow, and Captain Seth stood at the cannons, raindrops on his brow. And cried he at his fearful crew, backed only by his name, "God damn it, blast that ugly thing and stop this cursed rain." The cannons opened angry mouths and blasted soot and fire. Iron flew into the foam and sprayed salt water higher. Fire. And black blood welled beneath the waves, and distant thunder rumbled. And somewhere on the ocean floor, a giant creature crumbled. And as it died, the storm did too, returning sky to blue. And someone shouted, "God bless Seth, 'cause he's who got us through." The tentacle that Seth had chopped was tossed back to the deep. To join the monster Seth had fought in its eternal sleep. And as the air and sky and sun returned the sea to calm, white sails were hoisted toward the wind. And Samuel's ship sailed on.